Hi, I'm Chris, and today we're going to do a short how-to video on how to remove a lawnmower blade using the Arnold blade removal tool. As you'll look down here, we have the packaging. Just picked this up at Lowe's for about $10. And so you just take it straight out of the package, and then it's just this one little piece right here. So it's very easy installation right here. You just find your wherever you want your blade at. You'll put this on it, and then you'll start tightening down your screw. And what this is going to do also, before we get it on there all the way, this screw does have a rubber end on it, so it won't scratch into your paint if you're worried about that, and it won't eat into your side. So you'll just tighten this down, and what this will do is this will keep your blade in place whenever you start loosening the bolt on it. So after you've got it tightened down, you can test your blade and see if it's going to move in there, and it doesn't. It just goes back and forth between that. And the main reason we're going to be removing our blade today is that we can do some additional cleaning for the lawnmower and sharpen the blade as well here. So next step you're going to do is you're going to find out what size your bolt is that holds it in place. For mine, it's a 5/8 for this Briggs & Stratton motor lawnmower, and so you're just going to twist left. A lot of time it'll require some work to get it loose, which we just got it loose there. After it's loose, then you should be able to hand loosen it after that. And you'll just take that bolt all the way out. You'll remove your piece up here. It's locking it in place. That's mainly just used there to keep the blade from turning while you're loosening it. If not, then you're going to have to hold the blade somehow or get some other help, lock it in place. Otherwise, it'll just keep on spinning when you're trying to remove it. So that does make it very simple. It's pretty cheap and does a really good job on doing that simple task, and then you just remove your blade right off of there. So that's all there is to that. That's how to remove a lawnmower blade. The next part we're going to cover is how to sharpen your blade. So we've just removed it, and now we're going to get into how to sharpen it. How I'm going to do this is I have a kit here from Arnold. It's the blade sharpening and balance kit. It comes with two different pieces. The first thing that you'll find in there is going to be your balancing kit, which is just a very simple setup. It has a balance and then just a top portion. So what you do is you remove everything, grab your blade and put it right on there. As it's sitting on there flat, so it has a couple different stages here. So as it's sitting on there flat, if it balances properly, then you have a good blade. If not, then you're going to have to do some additional grinding. The reason why I bring this up is because as you're grinding on your blade to sharpen it, you'll do that with this piece, which I've already put in there. This is the other piece that comes with the Arnold kit. So what you do is you're going to run your sharpen portion. Right here you should see a angle on your blade, and that's how you're going to know what you need to sharpen. So wherever you find that angle at, that's where you need to sharpen. And what you'll do is whenever you're grinding, you're just going to run that blade right between, so I don't know if you can see that right there, but right between the grinding stone and the base, and that's how you're going to do it. So you go back and forth on it either side. So after you do it that side, then you're going to have to flip it over the other side, because the white base there that keeps it in does not sharpen it. So you will have to sharpen both sides. So or you can just do the one side as you prefer, as it matches the angle on there, whichever way you want to do it. But it just slides right in there, and so that's how you're going to sharpen that portion. But if you sharpen it too much, and if you take off too much material on one side, then it's not going to balance in your lawnmower, and that can cause skipping and some other balance issues when it's in there, and it could also make it hit some other items in there. So after you're done grinding, then you take it back down to your balance plate. And then find the stage that matches yours and put it on there. And if it doesn't balance, then it needs a little bit more grinding on one side. The next portion we're going to do is put the blade back on. So the first thing we'll do here is make sure you have all the tools you need available to you, and then we're going to turn the lawnmower over. Depending on the lawnmower you have, whenever you took the blade off, then this piece might have fallen out too, which will secure your blade back on. So all you have to do is make sure that the groove there lines up with the groove on the shaft. And you'll slide it right back on. After you've done that and made sure that your blade is balanced, for this particular kit, this Arnold kit, it doesn't have a step that fits our interior hole. But as we balanced it a little bit earlier, it did show that it was balanced. Keeps on falling out, but you'll want to balance your blade first to make sure that it is equally grinded on both sides. Following that, then you'll just come back over, and there should be a pattern on here and a groove to match. So you'll come back on. And make sure that that just fits right back on there. After you've done that, then you'll find your bolt and your cover. And you'll start screwing it back in, and I would just hand screw this as much as possible, making sure everything lines back up. And then we'll tighten it down. So after we've gotten it hand tightened all the way, the next thing we'll do is we'll install the blade keeper here, the Arnold brand. And that'll just keep it in place. That way whenever we start really tightening this bolt down, so it'll stay in place. So again, check to make sure that it's not going to move with other than just the space that it's inside. After that, then you'll start tightening your bolt the rest of the way. DIY with Chris, giving you the tools to do it yourself.